Joseph and Christina had been married for 2 years. Coincidentally, they were married on Christmas Day. Every year, they celebrated their wedding anniversary and Christmas with great fanfare. However, they had a very deep secret that no one but them knew for 2 years. Joseph and Christina used to invite many people to their house on Christmas Day. But for 2 consecutive years, whenever people left their house, one of the guests never reached their home. They would leave Joseph and Christina's house, but then they would go missing somewhere on the way. The police investigated the matter, but they couldn't find any clue. They suspected that Joseph and Christina were somehow linked to this. But they couldn't find any evidence. This time, when the couple went out for Christmas shopping, the police secretly installed a camera in their house. They felt they might be making a mistake, as Joseph and Christina might turn out to be innocent. But there was no harm in clearing everything up once. Just like every year, this year too, a guest disappeared, and there was no trace of him. The police started accessing the recordings from the cameras installed in their house on their computer. What they saw shocked them. They saw Joseph and Christina bringing the guest into their bedroom. Christina's condition was very bad. The fitting of her clothes was very poor, and she looked as if a skeleton was wearing those clothes. Additionally, the muscles on her hands and face were visible, as if she was rotting, but her body had not fully decomposed yet. They brought the guest inside and chained him. Seeing this, police officer Vishnu took his entire team and went to their house to arrest them. When they reached there, they saw that one side of Christina's face was torn. She had become thinner than before, and more bones were visible all over her body. She looked very frightening, and her condition was worsening every second. As soon as Christina saw the police, she attacked them. Joseph was quickly taking the guest near the fire. Just as he was about to burn him, the police officer caught Joseph. Meanwhile, Christina had injured many police officers, but her body was wasting away. She was getting weaker with every passing second. Finally, Christina grew weak and fell to the ground, and the police arrested them. Christina died shortly after. When the police interrogated Joseph, they found out that Christina had died a long time ago. But Joseph had preserved her body with the help of voodoo and black magic. Every year, they would sacrifice a person so that Christina could look like a human and live among people. She was actually just a living corpse whose soul stayed within her for only 1 year. Then, by killing a person, that soul could be bound to her body again for another year. But this time, Joseph failed to bring Christina back. This way, the police put an end to their wicked work and saved the life of the guest, who narrowly escaped the clutches of Christina and Joseph. This incident happened on a Christmas night in 2014. I and my family were returning home after having dinner at a restaurant. We were all very tired and just wanted to reach home quickly and sleep. But my little sister was still very excited and kept insisting on buying a toy. Dad stopped the car near a gas station and took my sister to buy a toy. My mom told me she was going to the restroom, and then she also left. I was sitting alone in the car listening to songs on my headphones as I was waiting for everyone while listening to songs. My attention was drawn to a man standing far away. Due to the darkness, I couldn't see his face, but I could see the shadow of something long, like a rod, in his hand. I started looking closely at him so that I could clearly see his face. But then I felt as if the man started slowly moving towards me, and at the same time, the song playing in my headphones started pausing and playing on its own. I tried to disconnect the headphones from my phone, but they wouldn't disconnect. Instead, a loud beep started buzzing in my ears. I quickly took off my headphones, threw them aside, and started rubbing my ears. When I looked back at that man, he wasn't there. I started looking around to find him, and for a moment, my heart stopped. The man was standing at the window on the driver's side. He had a long rod in his hand. His clothes were torn, and he had injuries on his hands and feet, from which blood was also coming. He kept staring at me, and he hit our car hard with his rod. I was frozen in fear. Just then, the rod broke the car window and was about to pierce me when I heard my sister's voice. I looked the other way and saw my family coming back to the car. When I turned back, the man was not there and the car was normal again. I was completely shocked and very scared, but I didn't say anything to anyone. It was midnight by the time we reached home, and as soon as I got home, I went to my room.
But I was still thinking about that man.
To distract myself, I put on my headphones again and started listening to music comfortably. After some time, the same problem started occurring with the headphones that had happened in the car, and in the next second, the same loud beep started. I got very scared. Then, what I saw next made the ground slip from under my feet. The same man was standing right in front of my window, staring and smiling at me. He was repeatedly knocking on my room window with his rod. I couldn't understand anything, and without thinking, I just started screaming loudly. My mom and dad rushed into my room, and I told them everything. My dad called the police, but the police couldn't find anyone around our house. After that day, I never saw that man again. After finding out a little more, I learned that there was a crazy man in our neighborhood who used to beat people with a long rod. They say that people set his house on fire and killed him. Perhaps the man I saw was the ghost of that same man. Max's mother was soon called to the school, and she took Max straight to the doctor. That doctor was also a member of the local church, and so when he checked Max, he understood that the cause of Max's illness was probably something else.